How we doing tonight? Two ARCA Menard Series races in the books now. We've got Phoenix in the books. Where did the chat go? I see Moff and Landon are here. How we doing, folks? Or is who DL Wilson? Did I miss something in the chat? I'm gonna have to go get the full chat now. I must have missed something. That seems like an odd thing to open in the chat with, so I'm assuming there was something that was said before that. Oh, Bryce Hawk. Honestly, I have no idea who's on the thumbnail. Hey, Robert. Hey, Ashton. Hey, Casey. Casey is Iron Man, apparently. Yeah, I don't know who's on the thumbnail. It's one of the fast track cars, but honestly, I can't even tell which one it is. So, your guess is as good as mine. I think it's DL Wilson, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't even know that we ever saw the Bryce Hogberg car on the broadcast, so I don't know. I'm Batman. No, that's not till Tuesday. I'm not Batman again until Tuesday. Overall, what were y'all's impressions of tonight's race? Personally, I thought it was a good race. One of the better Phoenix races I think we've had in a few years. Was it perfect? No. It had its flaws, but I mean that's Phoenix. But overall, I didn't think it was a bad race. I thought the broadcast was good. I think Mav TV has done a fantastic job. Yes, I agree, Casey. I think the broadcast was good. I think that Mav TV's done a great job bringing in Krista for play-by-play. I think she did really well with it. And then Mike Massaro on pit road was fantastic, as always. I have missed Mike Massaro being on pit road for so long. He does a fantastic job, and it was good to see him down on pit road tonight. But overall, I think a good race nonetheless. I think we had a great battle between Sammy Smith and Taylor Gray. Interestingly enough, it didn't actually come down to those two. It did come down to Taylor Gray, but Sammy Smith faded at the end and wasn't really a factor. Daniel Dye came in late in the race. Raja Karuth came out of nowhere. I thought Raja was going to come out of nowhere and steal this one. He almost did, but I don't know that you can really find too many flaws with this race. In terms of a Phoenix race, I think this was pretty good. Moff says a 7.8. I'd give it a little higher than that. If I had to give it a number score, I'd probably give it like 8.5, maybe a 9. And that's on a skewed numbering system in terms of, I'd say it's an 8.5 or a 9 for a Phoenix race, not necessarily 8.5 or 9 total, but I think it was really good for a Phoenix race. See Mike Massaro back. Got up with Mike. Yes, Casey did talk to Mike Massaro this week, so if you haven't seen that, go check that out. After this, of course, are you kidding me? Why is the gimbal doing this? We're only like 3 minutes in. Come on now. Can you not? Can you hold in place? No? Okay, great. Oh, that's why it went dead. I probably should have charged it. Look at me not being a professional. Okay, well, we're gonna do it like orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Okay, well, apparently we can't do it like that. So, okay, we're going to change the position of the camera then. Here we go. Now we're back. Oh, hello. That was my face. Okay, so we're going to change this a little bit. We're going to put the view right there. Not the greatest view in the world, but you know what? We're doing what we can right now. Because I'm an idiot and didn't charge the gimbal. So, broadcast thought, Susan Reif. I think it's Reif. They were saying Reif, but I think it's Reif. Incident was, yeah, definitely not a racing incident. I'm not usually one to take sides on that and say that something was intentional or not intentional, but very clearly Todd Souza turned Reif. Like, there was no... There's no way to like look at that any other way. Even looking at it from behind and not being able to see Todd Souza's hands, like it was very, very clear that that Todd Souza did that intentionally. You know, it is what it is. Landon says 8.67. Interesting. Okay. All right. So Let's move on to the results. Get those out of the way here. Taylor Gray is your winner. Daniel Dye came home in second. Sammy Smith third. Raja Caruth landed fourth. Jake Drew, the highest of the West drivers, in fifth. Very impressive, honestly, for Jake Drew to be in fifth. The West cars generally don't show up well in these combo races with the main ARCA cars and the East cars. So really good to see Jake Drew as solid as he was tonight. Jesse Love landed in sixth, solid all night. Didn't get the greatest restart in the last restart, so lost a few spots there. Nick Sanchez also solid all night and fell to seventh at the end. Josh Berry in the 17W came home in eighth. Derek Kraus in ninth, which is the highest finishing BMR car in the race. And Connor Mozak in 23 for Brett Holmes rounded out the top 10. 11th through 20th, Cole Moore there in 11th. Say my name, Malak? Well, hello, Malak. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but hello, good to have you here. The camera angle doesn't usually look this unprofessional. Had to improvise tonight. 11th through 20th, Cole Moore came home in 11th. Good run for him. Todd Souza landed in 12th, even with getting spun across the line at the end. Joey East 13th, Austin Herzog 14th, Tony Breidinger 15th. 16th was Tanner Reef, PJ Pedroncelli 17th, Takuma Koga 18th, Tim Spurgeon 19th, and Parker Chasen 20th. Alex Clubb 21st, Ryan Roulette 22nd, Bridget Burgess 23rd, DL Wilson 24th, 25th was Sebastian Arias. 26th, Bobby Hillis Jr., Christian Rose 27th, Bryce Hogberg 28th, Zach Tinkle 29th, and Amber Balkan in 30th. 31st was Chris Loudon, Kyle Keller 32nd, Tim Monroe 33rd, Brad Smith 34th, Andrew Tuttle 35th, Greg Van Alst 36th, Brian Caltrider 37th, Paul Pedroncelli 38th, and Eric Reed rounded out the field in 39th. Very, very solid field. I was very pleased when the entry list came out to see that we had that many cars. I'm interested to see what we have going forward. A lot of those cars actually are West cars, so it'll be interesting to see what the car counts are like for West races this year, because they were really good last year, and they seem to be like they're going to be really good this year too. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, overall good race. Hey, Barney's here. We're almost done though, Barney. You're a little late. I like how you change your name all the time. You're not Barney anymore. You're now the Legend 27. Couldn't watch the race because you didn't have MAV TV. Well, you also could have watched it on Flow Racing. If you get a Flow Racing subscription, the MAV TV races are on there as well. It's pronounced Caltrider. Caltrider. Is that what? Caltrider. Are you sure? I don't think I've ever heard anybody pronounce it like that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've never heard anybody call him that. If that's what it is, I'll start calling him that, but interesting. Okay. But yeah, overall, good Phoenix race. Very, very solid. Who's Legend is Barney. Malak is new. We haven't had him around here before, so nice to have some new faces in the chat as usual. Couldn't even find the race on MAV TV. It was supposedly on MAV TV. I don't know. I watched it on Flow, so I can't comment on whether it was actually on MAV TV or not, but it was supposed to be. It was a MAV TV broadcast, so I don't see why it wouldn't have been, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. It is ARCA after all. But I think that's about all we've got to talk about with this one, unless you guys have anything else that you want to talk about with this race. I got to get started on the rewind show that is going to look much more professional than this post-race show is done. Malak says, wait, what am I waiting for? Post-race show is going to look... or the rewind show is going to look much better than this does right now. So there is that, and I got to eat dinner. I haven't had dinner yet. It's almost 10:30 for me, and I haven't even had dinner yet. So I got to get that done because I'm kind of getting hungry. And then I'm going to start working on the Rewind show. I don't know if that'll be out tomorrow, or if it's not tomorrow, it'll be noon on Sunday is what I'm shooting for. So hopefully things go real well. And I don't know what Doc's doing. He sounds like he's digging into something, which is probably not good. So unless Malak says what I'm supposed to be waiting on, I think we're going to call, will you do a post-race show for Xfinity and Cup? Um, Probably not. When are the Xfinity and Cup races? Like what time of the day? Hang on, let me see what times they are. I might be able to, but the day job might prohibit that. Um, where's the weekend schedule at? Cup is Sunday at 3:30 Eastern. Where do I switch this to Xfinity? Cup post race show will probably not happen. What about the post race show for the Barney 6900? Well, unfortunately, there will be no media coverage of that because nobody cares about the Barney 6900. I'm just kidding. Where did that go? Okay. Xfinity is 4:30 tomorrow. So I'm going to say probably not, but possibly. Yeah, I'd say there's about a 25% chance that there's a post-race show for those two. Doc's about to come up here and say hi, so you might get to say hi to Doc before we're done here. Yeah, I'd say probably about a 25% chance we do either Xfinity or Cup. So this probably will be the only live post-race show, but there will be the Rewind show. Like I said, if it's not tomorrow, it will be noon on Sunday. So noon Eastern on Sunday. So keep an eye out for all that, and we will have a Taylor Gray interview to talk about this as well. So I don't know when that'll be yet. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks for talking about the race, and we'll see you either tomorrow for a post-race show or for the Rewind show for this race. So thanks for hanging out, y'all. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.